Holy Trinity, continuation, part 3, is a segment of the same Chronicles. And here is God's between parentheses, post-creation again between parentheses, because we cannot pinpoint. Even the aliens are confused. They are confused of which were the former species to Earth. They are not sure. So we never know. Bigfoot is something to do with one of the former species, but not the former, rather one of the former. Maybe they were there in the time of Pangaea, when these Anunnaks were making, when this Inca was making experiment here on Earth, and maybe, just maybe, Bigfoot is one of those being created recently, not before that, but recently. It's a recent being. If we discuss the details in Zacharias Sitchin's published series, The Earth Chronicles, we uncover a wealth of information that answers so many questions concerning life on Earth. The account detailed in the Lost Book of Enkiah are a result of Sitchin's painstaking translation of over 30,000 ancient clay tablets carved in Sumerian cuneiform, a precursor to Akkadian cuneiform. Now I ask, this is Sumerian thing is pretty much modern. So who is him to say that something primordial that dates millions of years compared with I would say a few thousand years? Come on. So you are just scarring the surface of the recent events and timeline here on Earth. You are not scarring the maybe 1 million, 5 millions before. So I don't subscribe for these people. I'm so sorry, because they cannot rely and take this type of scripts as is cuneiform as a type of veracity. We cannot do that because this is modern. They describe the numerous failed attempts by Enkiah to genetically design the first Adam man, to genetically manipulate the former Adam man, Adam was a slave species, to work the gold mines in the Abyss of southern Africa. In simple terms, Enkiah attempted to crossbreed the evolving biped primates he had discovered in Africa with his own Anunnaki DNA. Yeah, correct, but there were already others in Europe, but this time in the Americas. And no, there were no such thing as Native Americans. This one came from Africa and Asia, come from Sumeria. They didn't come, they are not natural original to that place. This one is a setup, a scheme, malicious scheme done by these Anunnakis from this east side here, okay? The results of his first attempt read as follows. Says, I'm not commoved at all. I know it's all gibberish, it's all nonsense. With glee, Enkiah shouted, "We attained!" My gosh. Go down, sir. Ning Shizida, with joy crowd out. And hey, come on, Ning Shizida, some say is a male, others say is a female or daughter, others say that it would be a son. So which is which? What is what? I don't know. The newborn here, they are the newborn hybrid. the newborn hybrid. With joy she was not filled. She gave to her all over was the newborn. His foreparts like of the earth creatures were. His hind parts to those of the Anunnaki more akin they were. They led the two-legged female, the newborn nurse, with her milk him to suckle. Fast was the newborn growing. What a Nibiru a day was, a month in the Abzu was. Taller the earth child grew. Of course, it's a hybrid demonic one. And the image of the Anunnaki was not. His hands for tools were not suited. His speech only grunting sound. A monster, a monster. If there is any logical explanation for the existence of the legendary Bigfoot, in my opinion, this is it. Enkaya was not the kind of god who would discard or destroy his initial mistakes. The first hairy and grunting being that Enkaya created was certainly a sentient being, a big deal, who possessed a significant percentage of the Anunnaki DNA. Big deal. Meanwhile, other species already flourish around, other much different species. This was not the foremost. Like any scientist would do, Enkaya most likely set the SASQUATCH aside for further observation, ultimately setting him free to roam the plains of Africa. So many first-hand accounts of Bigfoot describe a sense of higher intelligence about the creature that has obviously enabled him to survive to this day. This creature is so intelligent that they eat dogs, just about anything that moves. That's how intelligent they are. And don't bring the nonsense of because they need to survive. I don't buy this. Go and eat fish then, and plants and roots. If they eat meat, that means something serpentine about them. There are odd accounts of Bigfoot's ability to appear and disappear at will. Of course, it's the fourth dimension. Just like the werewolf, the chimera, the chimera, I don't know how to spell, how to pronounce it, but that's it. All the elves, the elementals, were pretty much done by them, by the Anunnakis, by these beings. So and some witnesses have observed the Sasquatch as a normal family unit, father, mother, children, who are carnivore in remote habitats. Most surprising are the numerous accounts of Bigfoot taking human children from their home to eat, placing them in the most inaccessible places without harming a hair and their chins. Their chin. I don't believe that, I'm so sorry. It's the more recent scientific finds that provide the most conclusive evidence to date of Bigfoot's origins. So why they take dog? Do they take dog to eat or they take dog to read? That's different thing, but it's not possible. Why? Because we are made of different atoms, different molecules, so it's not possible. It's not physically possible to coexist. I mean, only from one side is unilateral relation, where only those in the fourth dimension can see us, but we cannot see them, so it's not fair. Hair and skin samples have recently been collected by Bigfoot eyewitnesses around the world and submitted for DNA testing. The results are incredible to say the least. The scientific community was baffled to find that Bigfoot DNA is partially primate DNA. The primate that were already here, living alongside humans before all the out of Africa and primate nonsense theory started, combined with a different DNA genome that is unknown to any other life form on Earth. Made of another atoms and quantum physics. So different from any other life form on Earth. Could it be that the elusive Bigfoot, a most intelligent and remarkable creature, holds the secret to the origins of modern men as well? No, you are very awkward and backward. No. That one is modern. This is much modern. He's a subsequent. Is a sequence of the others prior to it. Okay, it's not the first, not will be the last. They are just a mixture of animals from Earth, and Anunnakis beasts. I propose that the unidentifiable DNA genome and Bigfoot represents the generic code which constitutes the junk DNA found in modern men. Again, wrong. That's not the case here. What happens is the junk DNA is yet another thing. It's the causal body, or called the soul. Is the ghost party. That's the junk DNA. The how they say is the link, the missing link. That's the thing. Now is one day we'll find out. What's the junk DNA. Okay, it has been my premise all along that man's mysterious junk DNA has been intentionally deactivated by our creator. Oh my God, by your creator, man, not mine. By your creator, not mine. While the junk DNA, no, say it's a big in your big head, not a big foot at all, remains fully activated. No, oh my God, I love ignorance. I really do, and I have to come here to explain to this amoeba. Either they know and they on purpose feign ignorance and being stupid, or they completely are amoebic neurons kind of man and a human here on this planet. Really, I really cannot take. Oh my God, I cannot take from the hospitals to everywhere. I cannot take. I cannot. I cannot understand so many things in this planet. Really, I can't. So much stupidity. There's the junk DNA in all of you. They did not deactivate any junk DNA. In fact, they removed many chromosomes. 90% of our chromosomes were deactivated. Okay, and the junk DNA here would be the matter, the bubble, this quantum physics light body called ghost, phantom. You know, the invisible man. Yeah, they are once they die, finish, they can remain the memory and their consciousness see a little bit, and bit by bit into this space, bit by bit, which will drain away from that junk DNA. And once it does, either by on purpose by the other archons or by the same entity, what happens is that they become what? Demons. Bloody demons. Okay, they can communicate with you. Yes, oh, because I see my father, my brother, my mother, my grandmother, don't know who, my friend, my lover, my wife, my husband, my boyfriend after they died. That one's a memory, is the junk DNA. They will remain there as long as it has memory, just like a battery. You know the battery? Once this battery is gone, you have to recharge. If you have no recharge, what you gonna do? You're gonna dissipate into nothingness. But the consciousness see, that is the true me, the true you, goes back to cosmos. Do you understand? It's so simple. And what I'm saying here, you cannot find anywhere else. Because as I said, the majority of you here on this planet operates with the only about 0.5% of your capacity, of your extra physic mentality and consciousness. So you cannot tap into those truths that I'm talking about. Oh, but because you have to have code of conduct, it must be this, this, and that, not be coarse, not be rude, not hurting people. Hello, complacency never did nobody a favor. Being complacent and being nice to similar stupid people never have done you anything good. And then suffer, and then cry in the corner will only kill your physical body and let your junk ghost DNA, your causal body, okay, that you call soul, spirit, if you will. That's what happens when you cry. Oh, I have cancer, I have kidney disease, CKD, and then I'm gonna die. If you think this way, you look at me. I still go walk. I exercise. I couldn't say walk means exercise and cleaning, heavy cleaning. Carry heavy pail, go for groceries myself, carrying a pack of rice, 3 kg, 5 kg. Cooking oil, look at, and I'm small sized, you know. So it's all about your mind. It's all in your mind. And no, I don't have a car, I take bikes or take bicycle, and it's not easy for a stupid Renault subcutaneous stench behind your back, poking your kidney behind. It's not easy. Most of the time I'm in great pain. I can't sit, I can't sleep, but I can manage. I do my own dressing right now because I cannot rely on these amoebic brains outside there who took course. I didn't take any course, and I do my work more perfect than them, better than them. Just like they say, they say do it yourself. So do I. You know, your job is better done by your own perfect hands, in a perfect sense of organization and stability and know-how and skills that rely on other people. So this is what happened. They deactivated a great chunk. Just imagine a whole pizza. They take the larger equation of this whole sum of the pie, of the pizza, whatever, and they leave just a little bit to see, not to see, on purpose, to render you a stupid species, just like I think I'm close to amoeba, you know. Just vegetating, eating, sleeping, have reproduce, die, take control the drugs and whatever, parties, jobs. What a life. You're not living when you are vegetating. I pity those who cannot come out of this kind of reality. For those who can and doesn't do, you are really a loser. I'm so sorry to say that. Oh, do I? I think I'm not even sorry. So, found that modern men, that's nonsense. This man here talking nonsense, gibberish. Big Put represents the generic code which constitutes the junk in your body. Shit. Found that modern men has been my premise all along. Your stupid premise. So I'm a woman. I'm 57-year-old, still young, going useful, and I know better than you. What a shame. And I don't have a scholarship. I mean, I don't have a degree, high degree in life. But, no, I mean, I have a high degree in life, but not a high degree in human conventions. It has been my perhaps all along the man's mysterious junk DNA has been intentionally deactivated by our creator. First of all, it's not my creator, so I'm so sorry if it's yours, up to you, but it's not my creator. Okay, it's not my creator. You know who is my creator? Her name is a planet called Gaia. Yes, her name is Terra. Her name is Earth. Her name is Earth. That's my creator. In my after her is my mother force, my mitochondria from my mom and my father. I couldn't do without my father DNA. Nevertheless, I could do without it. I wish I just have my mother chromosomes and mitochondria, because my father DNA on me, in me, was the missing link in the junk DNA. So while the junk DNA in Bigfoot remains fully activated, they did become activated. How? Why? Now I'm gonna explain why. What does it mean? He don't even know how to explain, but I will. When they talk about fully activated, between parentheses, means that now they have all the components, the atoms, the quarks, all the subatomic particles, etc., 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 to become a part of the cosmos. In they kind of drift between frequency. I wouldn't say dimension, because dimensions and frequency are two different things, but I would say frequency. They are able to drift away to exist simultaneously in both frequency, the fourth and the third. Okay, that's when they say that they are full activation. Now we also had this proency. We had this ability before they came here, screwed our DNA, deactivated our chromosomes, and we become like, I don't know, almost like a body, because we come close to poop in the floor of so much I don't even want to repeat this word, because I see so much stupidity. I just laugh. So while the junk DNA in Bigfoot, there's nonsense. You still want to know. You still want to know. You still want to know. You need to go back, dude. Go back to the life class, and I come back with your doctorate before you come here and talk nonsense. If this is true, then one could argue that Bigfoot is more highly evolved than humans in many ways. Things that eat meat, carnivore, are not evolved. Yes, they do have a sense of discrimination. I think that it was not totally imbued in humans, because they put the chakra system, which once open is invaded by outsiders. Alright, the outsiders come in to feast on your mentality and tell you to go and rampage, that kindergarten, kill children, ask children in the elementary or primary school. In some countries now they activated more in the Occident hemisphere, and they are in full blast telling people to the children there in school to kill one another, to kill teachers all stand against children, babies, etc. And then some not so bright, I'm not gonna even say the word again, not so bright species say, oh, this one is the the transformation, the renovation of the planet that is messed up with people's mind don't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. This is done on purpose, woman. There's a woman in Brazil. Many of them talk nonsense. In fact, many Brazilian doesn't know anything with the Arabs also. The Arabs who also live in Brazil and others outside doesn't know anything. To tell the truth. And then they talk nonsense that all these things that's going on nowadays, that children killing children inside schools, is because of video games. Yeah, maybe it plays a part. I agree. Now come amoeba, ethereal amoeba, parasite energetic, come and say like that, oh, why I pray nothing happen, sir. So from North Africa, please, in southern Brazil, how old are you now? I ask. You are 49 to 55-year-old. You want to compare your mentality with a kid that just born yesterday, a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 11-year-old. You want to compare yourself with them? What kind of mentality you got? Oh my gosh, that's why I said, really, this is the junk DNA though. I think the Anunnaki take all the junk DNA and put inside your ancestrals. That's why you come out this way. Really, I cannot stand stupidity, I get so irritated. It makes no sense at all. You cannot compare and then say, oh, I was not affected by video game, like he's a little boy, a 9-year-old boy, a 15-year-old boy. He's an old man, already a grandfather. For intelligence's sake and wisdom's sake, you cannot compare with kids. Kids are still, they don't know. Kids need guidance, and when you don't have this guidance at home, when you don't have a partly friendly mother and father to guide the children, this is what happens. They go astray, especially so in this time when is free for all. The devils are out in full blast. Oh, then come another, stupidity, Brazilian stupidity made in Brazil or any other elsewhere. Oh, there's no devil. I'm sorry to say, but only a devil advocate would say this. Either you work for them or you are one of them. Do you understand? To justify their non-existence. When I have my videos showing who they are, it's called Beyond the 3D in the Haunted Garden. It's all there. It's a bit smudgy. It's not very clear because I'm sincere and I'm going to confess I cannot afford to buy a good camera. Okay, I don't earn a cent from YouTube. Alright, and I cannot buy a good camera, but it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. You can see a bit smudge, but it's still okay. You can see some of them. You can see what look like ghosts and trolls, and they are Luciferian group, and they are here, and their purpose is not for good intentions. If they were in a good intention, they will not be. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna show right now, because if they were for good intention here, they would not join together. Why are they in the same space if their agendas are different? Why they are knit together as a Luciferian group? Why? Because their agenda is the same, to infiltrate into the vulnerable minds. I'm sick of saying that. And then when this children doesn't have a good guidance at home, okay, when they don't have good guidance at home, they will run amok one day. They will lose their mind, literally speaking, And the teachers doing this to children is because they are so stressed. But there's no excuse for that, you understand? I don't want to give excuse. They don't know how to deal with their stress, and they should just get the hell out of the school, in the kindergarten or daycare work. They should get out from there, because children need people who have love in their heart, who really love children. Most of the prerequisite for you to take care of children and animals are, and elderly, patience. Be tolerant. And when I say tolerant, doesn't mean be tolerant to everybody. No, I'm not like that. I'm sincere. But with these classes, the children, the animals, and the elderly, you must have you have to pass through a psychological process before you are allowed to work in those premises where there are children, elderly, and animals. Because if you cannot deal with your own emotions, you cannot deal with the work that you have to do, to perform in order to care for these beings. Now, I didn't take care of elderly. Okay, I didn't have the chance. I would love to, but didn't have the chance. I would love to, because I love elderly, I love children, and I love animals. Okay, I took care of animals, I took care of children, 5 of them, including a granddaughter who's now 16-year-old, going to be 16 soon. And I tried my best. How? Make mess. Okay, pack up, let's go out. You want to throw energy? Okay, go and climb on the seesaw. Go and climb on the seesaw, slide, and the swing. Let me swing you. Let's run in the middle, whatever, in the park. Okay, tired now. Let's go eat and let's go back. Okay, satisfied? Take a shower, go to sleep. That's all. You don't take a cane and say that the children is bad because the children is running around. You are stupid. You don't have consciousness. You don't know how to deal with them. You understand? The elderly, the same thing. Wheel them around, take care of them, go to the garden and see them. If they say, I want to go back to my mother and father's house, okay, let's go to your mother and father's house. Okay, let's go. Go out to them in the wheelchair, go to them. Say, oh, mama and daddy still haven't come back. Later they will come back, okay? Now, we go home first and now wait for mommy and daddy tomorrow, because these are children, elderly children. So these people doesn't know. They are not qualified. They bring all the archons to work in this year. Not all, but some of them are archons infiltrated. They don't know how to deal with the psychology of the children, the animals, and the kids. Also, animals need not be in the jail all the time encaged in a cage. Would you like to be in a cage? Why you put the animals there? Why don't you take them out or let them free? Why? Build a bigger place in an area where they can roam freely, happily in the middle. Okay? That's how this is how we know we are prepared to take care of these 3 classes of beings: the children, the animals, and the elderly. The 3 group that most need our help. Okay? Then we will know that you are advised, and you are civilized, and you are evolved. When you deal with them, and you know how, without go berserk, kill them, and go among. That's nonsense. To make children, you enjoyed. You enjoyed to make the children. Not me, but many others enjoyed. But to take care, that's why those who enjoyed doesn't want to take care, but those who didn't enjoy love to take care of children, because they know that there's a kid inside them that they want to let go. And when they have children, there's the opportunity to let it go, this kid inside of you. Then you become one, your soul emanates that kid-like inside of you. So what you gonna do? You go take them to the park, go take them to the amusement park, and I play with them, and I be kid, and I go to the sand on the beach, play ball, play sand, all the things that children does. That's when you know that you know how to take care of kids. It's not just push them academically and whatever. So this dude, he's talking nonsense. Then one could argue that Bigfoot's more highly evolved than human. Nonsense. If they are evolved, if they don't eat meat and blood, if they do, then they are not. Otherwise, they are. The werewolf, the werehound also could be much evolved than certain humans here. Because the humans here, as I said, they let their mentality open, their chakra open, or they are one part of these beings. So what they do, they bring the savage beast out of them, savage monster, demonic part of themselves out. That one you need to control a bit. You need to control. And stay away from all those stresses in life that brings you stress. Try to cool down. Go to a room. Don't play video game, because video games also do influence. Don't influence you if you are 49. I'm not talking about you old man, because you are old already. Oh, you're 49, 55. You are too old. You cannot compare with a kid in school. Okay, look at yourself on the mirror and accept your age, for God's sake, like I do myself. So if the junk DNA in Bigfoot remains fully let's not say if this is true, then one could argue that Bigfoot is more highly evolved than humans. No, while Bigfoot was deemed unsuitable to work in the zoo gold mines, he's so evolved and he couldn't work. To explain that, you see, your own narrative, your own commentaries, give yourself away, and it's so inconsistent. So inconsistent one with another. Your lines are so inconsistent. The Abzu mines of Africa, humans were deemed perfectly suited for life as a slave, which begs the question why humans so arrogantly declare themselves to be highest species in the food chain. That one's those are your Anunnakis species. Those are your Anunnakis species. Not all humans are like this. A very few percentage, maybe 0.2%, which is a minuscule number of are not like that. They know that they are one with nature. Okay? So as for the slave party here, and then I thought that it was the big bad wolf from Europe who started slavery when slavery was there since the 12th century. Go figure, hey, go figure. And now I'm going to show their faces on my other channel. Is last month was the anniversary of this channel of mine, pertain to go around, look for aliens and those fourth dimensional beings and above. You see, these are etheric larvae. They can lodge in your system, and they can cause a major vital organ damage. Okay, you must be careful with them and the way you prowl. As for me, I'm careless. I have ADHD, and I'm careless. Since young, I was told that I was careless. Okay, I can easily fall and get hurt because I don't care. It's okay. That's life. Here also, you see, it stands before people say, oh no, this is a computer generated image. No, I don't have time for computer generation stuff. I already struggle, not say struggle because I don't know, because I really have no time to do all this. I'm always in the run. I have to go out. I have to solve problems outside. I have no time. So is that an alien bug? Yeah, it is. You see, they have something here. And this creep, they followed me around in that place. See one of them here. Okay, let's here. A lot of them, they were following me and a kind of unfolding me. There were thousands and thousands of them, thousands and thousands, and their faces are so ugly, look like a skeleton. No, there's not ghost. I made a mistake. You see here, this is a landmark, but it kindly became a woman. These are they call La Llorona, and they have the vampire in Southeast Asia, the legend of the vampire, but they are Luciferian beings. They are not ghosts at all, they are Luciferian. See here what look like a rake. And this entity, once they saw I approaching, and there was another girl come behind me, they came from here on the back, and they forced it hide, come here, walk, and they hid here under this slim tree, tiny tree. See, it's a reddish devil, something like. I don't know whether reddish or because I don't know. It's the how's the reflection of something else. I don't see why do you have discussed this kind of color of a who. Here, another one. Here, another one. So I saw it first on my dreams. It was a woman laid down on a bed, and this is all the ugly, poor flat where I stay here. Now where I stay in the same country I stay. So this place was flooded with water to the roof, and strangely I was not being suffocated, neither was I drowning. So after there was on the hall there were a large tank with fishes. What caught my attention was that one of them is white. So I'm going to the room in my left. I open up the door, and to my surprise I found out that the room was not flooded. On the hall where I was oh my god, that represents the flood. It represents my kidney because I got hydronephrosis. Yeah, hydronephrosis. So anyway, I was not drowning, but I was in a place immersed with water. So when I go to the left side, I see this woman sleeping. I walking towards her. I know that she's dead, but I'm not afraid. So I asked her. I knew that she was my sister who passed away in 2019. So I asked her, where is a sister, the other sister who is 1 year younger than her? I asked about that person, and without talking, this entity tells she left. Then I say, where's mother? Left. Then where's brother? All that only one that left was not dead. The other two, my brother and my mother, was dead, already deceased. So I asked about them. They say they left other places. Oh, I see. So I leave and I go to the hall that's messy again with water under the hall. in that 3-room flat. So I go to the other adjacent room to the right, and I open up the door, which was my brother, supposed to be my brother's room. He wasn't there. It was empty and eerie. Oh my god, the sensation was terrible. Then I go to the room on the left, open up again. It was my sister, this one that's supposed to be alive yet. She wasn't there. The room was empty. So I woke up from this dream totally drained. I was so weak that I barely could stand. Okay, that was in February. So this woman here I saw, and then she appears again here, and she literally walks. Who want to see? Go here. Apparitions, ghosts and apparitions. I don't know whether ghost or apparition or something else. This one is not a ghost. This is totally a demon. Okay, who maybe was a remnant, a junk DNA of a human being, an entity, a human entity that now is a demon, something like that. It went into fall and then just crawled towards me, and its eyes is growing, and its robe is made of silk and very yellowish. Actually the original color is white, but now yellowish. Odd looking being with a glowing eyes and a silk ill-washed clothes and slim looking legs for its toes. Later it went into fall. Here is, I don't know whether witch or ghost reminiscence of a being, but all these are devils, okay? It's no more humans. Don't try to rationalize them, because when you don't rationalize some certain people here who are under their influence, you won't even be able to also rationalize with these beings. These entities here are Luciferians. In fact, all of them are. These are ghost remains, memory, recruited by the Luciferian group to work for the Luciferian group. But the layman does not know, preferring to call it a ghost, a vampire or La Llorona, because they don't have the understanding of the unknown. I myself also, I don't know, but I try my best to find out, to dig and dig and dig. And I'm glad that I reach a certain kind of level, amplitude right now. Here we see 3 ghosts, 3 Oriental women. Here's 3 girls. It's Oriental girl ghost. And something also hides there. This one is a child, a boy, the same one that comes into the spirit box. And those girls also come into the spirit box. And you see here there's some other thing here behind the tree. Here is a girl, a boy. He is a lost, miserable ghost. Oh. Another one. This one is very funny. Let's see. But there's a hidden facial feature to it. It's an alien. Here is 2 of them. So this is how they look alike. Depending on their level of what they call, over there at least they call evolution, they may appear or assume a different aspect to themselves. Like if they are already wearing white like this very flimsy, that means they ascended to other level, or they are slowly dissipating and go through other kind of frequencies higher and higher. If they are very solid, it's because they are between the fourth and the third dimension, from what I understanding. This one is a being with a tail, is a Draco. Every Saturday I have fever again. Every Saturday, every turning Saturday. Here is a gray. Here is another two grays hidden. See here the head. Here is an alien nose. I look like a ghost. Here I don't. This one is a kind of abstract poltergeist activity whereby they take different form by random. You see here one. It's not, as I said, it's smudged, but you still can grasp something. Here I want to explain where is this. Is a dragon or a dog head. Okay, here you can see the maxilla. This one is another one. Okay, you see the shape here of the Draco reptilian. Okay, here you can see the many people they say, oh, this is paradoias, your brain playing tricks. It can happen, but not in most of this case. Okay, it can happen, but not in most cases. If the thing is so recurrent, you cannot deny anymore. Here more, you cannot deny, and they come in a group when there's an eclipse, something like that. This one is a feline, face on the floor, so cute. So these are all archons. Okay, you see this man is exactly the face of Nicholas Tesla's. Okay, he is very tall, very tall. Here to the right we have more entities hidden. See, a being of white archon, an archon alien. It looks like a female from where I don't, maybe from Arcturus or Venus, I don't know for sure. Not a ghost. Rather, but however, it's not a ghost. Here is another corn female. They call deity. Here behind her is another one hidden in the tree. Okay, you can see her hair here, long and black. Her beautiful, no-featured aspect and size of her face. Her beautiful slim body. An unknown entity. Could be an alien. I thought this one was you see here, you see this one is a entity. This one also is an entity. You see that they look like tree, but at the same time they have the trunk of something like a reptoid. I don't know, from far away, but from near is a tree. And I hear this being, I don't know who exactly, but he's an Anunnaki. Okay, and he was scout also on camera. Here the archons. I don't know if they are Lyrens, they are not archons, but if they are from other Sirius, there's a possibility that they may be archon, the overlord. The archons, them used probably from Sirius or even Lyran. If they are Lyran, then the probability, chances are that of them being a Dem Rouge minuscule. because the lion doesn't want to do anything to defeat. Andromeda say they don't too, but I doubt because I have a dream with them and they were pretty much behind many of those events, take part of the changes on Earth. I've seen them collecting your junk DNA ghosts that perished in the tsunamis that happened in 2004. I've seen them in 2014, and he was not a very nice person. Very serious, boring. Yeah. I think they say, what is she doing here alone at this time? It's 12 something. Sometimes they tell me it's late. It's late. Sometimes they'll say, I am the Archon. I make part of the Archon that take care of the spectrum of light of which human owns. Here more. Here I don't know, it's the Rake Wachao ghost. This one is a Rake. Rake usually type of alien's nature is not really certain. However, in my dreams, he was there to protect me between parentheses from the others. Don't know how true was him or he was saying helping me. I don't know, but he was there to protect me when they was oh here I didn't see this one. See behind more coming. It was in a rainy night, about 11 o'clock, rainy. See, he take form here. Those are Archons. So if you want to see how they look like, that's how they look like. They can take up any shape they want to. Here. Many people say it's the light. No, it's not the light. But the light wouldn't cast unless this camera I have is magic and can create those images. You have some kind of magic in that camera, I don't know. However, it's clear to see. This Rex here, it moves. It did move. Here I see a tall dark being trapped upon it. You can see his backside, and once he was crawling, he was huge. He looks small here, but once he was crawling to stand up, he was immense, huge. Somebody says a Nephilim, fallen angels. Some call Wraith, tall dark being trampling a white creature. Oh my God. Now it's an alien. See here, you can see the tail behind, the pony, the face of a dog, and the body. This is not illusion, this is not trick, this is true. A white crawler, it was behind my feet while I'm sitting here. Their nature is no good. Black shadows, they can be dangerous and presage bad luck. Some yes, maybe some no. Depend. The whitest one also can be evil. That one is a vestment that they wear. Well, I can say that they have hierarchy the other side, and some have to, just like your uniform, somewhere black, somewhere gray, somewhere white, depend of the company that you work into. You come with different vestment, but doesn't mean that you are totally black. This one is a kind of magnetic field robe to become transparent, to become invisible, partially invisible to the naked eyes. The same thing I do whites. They are not quite white. If you remove that, you will see a monster, brownish, grayish, greenish. But we know them as black shadow, man in hat, Jesus, etc. White demons, etc. This one is a doggy, a shadow of a cute doggy walking towards me. A white dog or piggy. No, not white. Sorry. I meant to say black shadow. Oh my God! How come I say white is a black shadow? Another black shadow. Look like a YETI, SASQUATCH. So here another black shadow. Here another one, a shadow. Those are shadows being. This one the entity that become a trees. And they have what look like either that one is they are branches like weapon that they can remove and come out like a gun, or is their sexual organ. I don't know. It's huge, and they have shown it on cam. This one is another one. See, like a shape of a tree. Another one here. So yeah, what can I say? They really exist here. There's been 2 months since I've been there because I'm not because I'm afraid. Since I had this procedure, not because I'm afraid, because since I had this procedure done, I became like so tired, very tired, very tired, without if inertia. A sense of inertia. I do yoga and I go out, but still I feel tired, very tired. I have to finish 1 bottle of water, so dehydrated, and the weather doesn't help. Here more of them, so that's why I don't go there. You see here the gray face, see, and here is their leg, and then here the face. Some would say phantom. No, they are not phantom. They are aliens. Here, they are separating. Slowly, they are separating. You see? And then form hands. The Muslims will say genie here. Muslims say genie, jinnods. There's many ways to call them. Those are cons. Those are Luciferians to me. They are huge, and their voice, oh my God, their voice like thunder. Here one place penitency. Some of them are punished. A little female, they are punished a lot. They are punished and given penitency, so they go inside a tree. They cannot come out of the tree, or they stay on the tree there like penitency, or they are deemed to walk around, stop or running. That's how cruel this system is. How the other side is cruel. How these beings that you call demiurge, archons, overlord, deity are cruel. They are so cruel, so very cruel. Some of these beings are pleading for help, and some of them come to a time when they kind of they become cynic and just laugh of their own misery. There come a moment when they become cynic. Here you see they squatting down. When I clear up a bit, actually they were squatted down to run away from my camera. They could have destroyed my camera. They have a power too, but they choose not to because of my free will. By doing that, they will be impinged upon my free will, and that they wouldn't do, or they won't do. So They just allow, but they could destroy my camera. And sometimes it ever happen that when I come home, I cannot play the video because everything will become black, blank, and I have to restart the computer. It ever happen. Or the camera makes zzz, the magnetic field is so strong, the frequency in that place. So here this them I laughing that they are having a supper there. Yeah, they are having a supper. Oh, my cat, my beautiful cat, my alien looking cat that I love nevertheless. So see here, more black shadows, more black shadows. This is a invisible clothes, okay, a technological clothes. Here, this cheeky fellow here, he likes to disturb me, threaten me, in a very old man who really hates me, and he will say, "I don't like you." I think he's either human that become a demon here from this continent. Who knows? And he say, "I don't like you," or somebody say, "Go away," or somebody say, "No, stay." This apparition is found in no place. He's a bit cheeky. He could have been a human or human. He's the one that gets irritated with my question. He says that it will play for me. Here's him. He can be very big. He gets irritated by me. Now here, one time he was hidden. And this one is a very eerie kind of creatures. Tu sintetiza usually do arconda por vítima of this arconda infiltrate themselves into Earth's nature. Here you see here the face. It's not pareidolia. It's true. It's an entity that walks by in the shape of a plant, but it's not quite a plant. They have a typical kind of face. And there's another witch there that was there with a hood. I don't know whether I took or not, or I miss it. This one is a rodent. There's a lot of rodent there running like a how to say, a white pig. And some are very huge. This one is a being. Oh, it's not a freaking tighty here. Okay, take a shape of a bamboo, I think, but you see that below here, I'm gonna show it. Below here it has a face, and it was rolling before the camera, and it has a face, very funny, schizophrenic kind of face. And below here there's a girl. See, a girl here. And here this energy may take many forms to confuse you, also known as the Pottengar's energy form that may take up an abstract form. That's correct. See? They walk, they make the lamp, the side lamp move towards me. And here is a beast. Like the Beauty and the Beast here, see the shape? They can run, they see me, they run. Sometimes they stand up, sometimes they take it's like a bird, but sometimes can turn into a man and then run, a biped entity and then run. And that's the witch. I didn't put the witch. Here's elementals, and here you see more faces. Now here very ugly face, see? Here more. elementals. Here there's more one hidden, like a weasel. Oh, I didn't put the witch. There's a witch also. Oh, there's another girl here. They come in group. Lucifer always come in group. And this witch, she threatened me, but at the same time, stay. Very ugly, oldie huggy voice. She wears a black hood, black veil, and her face is kind of a bit pale, yellowish, something like that. And her looks is like North African people. So okay, that's all for now.